Hey everyone, happy Tuesday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day. Mitchell back here on the Sports Hub. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Jim Harbaugh, as a Michigan fan, needs to be fired as a Michigan head coach. 1, he has not won any big games. It even started in 2015. I know my voice is a little bit gone, but I'm still recovering from a cold yet. But 1, he does not win big games. I mean, even in 2015, they punted the ball. He's the offensive coordinator. They punted the ball, and then ended up being a second kick six where Michigan State ended up winning at the final seconds. It was a botched snap, and they could have just ran the ball on 3rd and 1, and just they could have even went for it on 4th down just so they didn't have a chance to score. Michigan State then. That was a 2015 year, and then they still got blown out to Ohio State that Thanksgiving weekend. And then that following year, and it was a double overtime. It was a single overtime loss to the Ohio State Buckeyes. I mean, yeah, it's that ridiculous. So 1, he cannot win big games. 2, he's just not. He's not the best. He's not the best with the players. He kind of kept Shea Patterson in the game too long on Saturday. And then Dylan McCaffrey played a heck of a lot better in the 3rd quarter. If that was the 2nd quarter, they would have a potential chance of coming back in the game and beating Wisconsin. And 3rd, Don Brown's defense. I mean, that was just horrendous performance, and they even let Army score. So I think Don Brown. It might be time for Don Brown to leave too, just because. Yeah, you can't give up that many points to Army and nearly lose to them, and nearly having another App State moment at the Big House, and especially with Wisconsin doing it. I mean, Wisconsin literally blowing them out, and then 4th. I mean, it's just the vibe's just not right for Michigan. That's the 4th reason. The vibe isn't there. And then 5th, last but not least, his record. He only has 3 wins against teams in the top 25. Wisconsin's one of them. The Florida Gators are another, and that was the Advocare Tech. That was the Advocare Texas kickoff, the annual game at AT&T Stadium, Dallas, Texas. They beat Florida then. They beat Wisconsin back in last year. They were in the top 25, and then I think last year they also beat Penn State. Last year they also beat Penn State, so I would give them 4 wins. And then the other are 15 losses, which includes Michigan State. And Michigan State was obviously lower ranked. They actually weren't in the top 25 when they lost to them on a Saturday night game at the Big House in 2017. In 2015, they were ranked, but Michigan was still ranked higher than Michigan State was, and they stayed their playoff hopes because they won that game, and then they beat Ohio State on a last-second 54-yard field goal in that November of 2015. So that's the 5th reason. I mean, you can't really win 3 or 4 games, at least, especially conference-wise. The only team non-conference-wise they beat that's in the top 10 was the Florida Gators in 17. Yep. And that was just an opening kickoff game, so that just really means nothing at the end of the day. And that game even started out poorly against Florida, so those are the 5 reasons, especially being double digit losses against top 25 teams, and it's just you can't really make that up, folks. It's time for him to get fired. It's just like the McCarthy story all over again, but it's worse when you can't beat the same opponent you play every Thanksgiving weekend, and you have one of the top 10 recruiting schools in the nation, and yet I am still devastated. I can't even get over how bad Saturday was. I'm still fired up in a really rough way. I can't get over it. And it's just, it's really, really hard to think of what he could do as a Michigan coach after leaving the San Francisco 49ers, and yet he's still not dominating. The chemistry is not there with the Michigan football team. So, anyways, just wanted to give you guys insights. Hope you're having a great day, and stay tuned tonight for NFL and college picks for this upcoming weekend.